Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A series of fires and crimes on the east side of Sioux Falls landed a boyfriend and a girlfriend behind bars. Ahmed Muhammad is charged with arson. He's accused of starting his girlfriend's car on fire early Monday morning. It was parked outside of her family's home. Police say he returned a few hours later and started the house on fire.
Everyone got out okay, but an attorney says the fires made his girlfriend, Counsel Muhammad, upset. Later that morning, police say she assaulted 4 people at Washington High School. She then went to Ahmed Muhammad's home, where she's accused of throwing concrete chunks at a man and was later accused of assaulting a correctional officer. We have an update on the man accused of murdering 3 people in the town of Scotland.
Attorneys for Francis Lang recently requested a mental health evaluation to determine whether he could plead not guilty by reason of insanity. The judge has now rejected that request. Last November, Lang was accused of going into a home with a gun and shooting everyone inside. 3 people died.
2 survivors, including a 5-year-old child, were hospitalized. Lang has pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of attempted murder. His trial is scheduled for November.
3 more years behind bars. That was the sentence handed down Tuesday for 21-year-old Dantrez Isaac.
Isaac was charged with burglary in the 2020 riots in Sioux Falls, where he and others were captured on surveillance video breaking into Riddle's jewelry. In court, Isaac said he takes full responsibility for his actions and wants to improve his life.
Isaac was sentenced to 18 months in federal prison on Monday for his role in a case where he and others stole several guns from a Mitchell pawn shop. His 3-year sentence will run concurrently with his federal sentence.
Well, now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Warmer but windy day, Scott.
Yeah, warm and windy conditions for today. Temperatures warm during the overnight hours slightly. Many locations are above 0 across eastern KELOLAND, and these temperatures will continue to warm as we go through the morning and into the afternoon, thanks in part to those strong southerly winds. Our hour-by-hour temperature, we are looking at a high temperature later this afternoon at about 40 with that southwest wind, 20 to 35 miles per hour. This will happen with partly sunny skies. That forecast into northeastern South Dakota and Aberdeen will have a high of 38 today. That may happen around 1, 2 o'clock, but pay attention to areas of blowing snow during the morning hours due to those strong winds. And in Pierre, we'll have a high temperature at 48. That will happen around 3 o'clock this afternoon. And western South Dakota looks like a high temperature in Rapid City at 46. More details on the KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast coming up.
Lincoln County approved 2 businesses on Tuesday to grow, manufacture, and sell medical marijuana. One of those companies is 605 Cannabis.
They will build their facilities near the Canton exit. While they have county approval, they now have a 90-day window to get state approval.
So we're going to break ground hopefully next week and get our cultivation building up and running, and we have a second building that holds the dispensary and our extraction lab, so those will go up simultaneously.
Lincoln County approved its first facility in November. That one only applied for a license to cultivate. Casinos in Deadwood are getting ready for Super Bowl 56.
With sports wagering now legal in town, places like Tin Lizzy and Cadillac Jack's are preparing to be busy. There are currently 5 casinos offering sports betting in Deadwood.
This is one of the reasons we wanted to have sports wagering. This is going to be one of our big events. And the exciting thing is right after this, then we're going to be start talking about March Madness.
Sports betting in Deadwood was legalized last September. Last year's gaming numbers were record-breaking. Well, with the Omicron variant infecting so many people, Hy-Vee is helping to get more cleaning supplies to schools.
The store gave away 6,000 units of sanitizing wipes to school districts in T, Harrisburg, and Sioux Falls.
So this need came about, and we worked through our distribution centers and was able to find a opportunity where we could give out these wipes and help out the schools and also just keep our kids safe right now.
Hy-Vee pharmacies are also still scheduling vaccine appointments for your first, second, or booster dose. Well, that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's head to check in with meteorologist Brian Karstens for the latest on the forecast. Good morning, Brian.
Well, good morning. As we watch the forecast here the next couple of days, we've got wind in the outlook this afternoon. In fact, even this morning, we picked up wind. And look at the area shaded in orange here from Summit, Coteau areas of the northeast, part of South Dakota extending on the Buffalo Ridge. That's where your wind really amplifies and it goes over 40 and it picks up some of that loose snow, get a little blowing snow. So continue to watch for that as local issues will arise. Sioux Falls, without any snow on the ground, that's a non-issue, but still windy as we go into the early afternoon. Winds shift around to the northwest here as we close out the day and into the overnight. That will lead to some slight cooling tomorrow. The other anticipated factor with the clouds will be some developing snow. We're going to highlight that in a moment in the west. But for the most part, our wind forecast settles down into Friday morning. Now let's look at these temperatures that bounce back in progress this morning. Quick rises on temperatures from Sioux Falls to Aberdeen, already at 10 this morning. In the lower to middle 20s. We're basically on the rise here, well into the 30s and 40s today. I think Sioux Falls area could, in fact, even hit that 40-degree mark. As a result, not as cold tonight. Tomorrow, the switch around to the northwest wind. Notice these little spots of snow. If we're going to get that, probably the western half of South Dakota looks a little more favorable tomorrow. And also notice the temperatures dropping in the afternoon for Watertown and Marshall. There's another cold front sneaking in here quickly through Friday morning. It's not going to be a big deal, but again, these clouds will be on the increase today. And with these ups and downs, again, watching that on your thermometer. But otherwise, numbers in Sioux Falls today at 40. Bottom line, much of the 7-day forecast is at or above normal. Saturday easily could get back to the 40s in Sioux Falls, and then a 50-degree high anticipated on Monday. That would be ahead of the next Arctic front. That could deliver some snow. We still have a lot of things to figure out on that as far as the main storm track, but I will tell you there's more data tugging south on that system. So if that continues, we may end up pulling down some of these chances of snow for Tuesday, but still some time to watch that. Pier and Rapid also a rebound for the weekend. Well into the upper 40s, nearing 50, and I do think Rapid City, once again, another opportunity to be in the 50s for the weekend. Check out our latest coverage with our Storm Center update. That's posted right now at KELOLAND.com, and have a great day.